I'm gonna teach you how to sound like this on Bandlab.
These bitches want Nikes. They're looking for a check. Tell them it ain't likely.
Before we begin, if you want to skip the tutorial and just download the vocal preset, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's get started. So first we're going to start off with the auto-tune. Now Frank will usually alternate between either having an intense amount of auto-tune, like in a song like Nikes, or have his vocals sound very natural, like in 𝐕𝐴 for instance. For the example I used, I kind of wanted to have a healthy medium between the two, so I put it at about 80. Next, to remove some background vocals when you're not singing, I decided to add a noise gate. So I put a fast attack of 5 milliseconds, a release of 200 milliseconds, and a threshold of -30. But you're gonna have to toggle around with the threshold to see where it clears away your background noise the most. Then I added a compressor. I added the BL1176. I put an input of 10 decibels, an output of 3 decibels, an attack of 1.2, a release of 5, and a ratio of 8.1, which is a pretty healthy ratio for vocals. Then I added an EQ. All I really did was I removed -5 decibels from the lows. For the highs, I cranked it 2 decibels. And for the mids, which I do in, at this point, every video, I boosted it up to 20 decibels. I went to the mid sweep while playing the song to see where the ugliest resonant frequencies are. And once I found it, so in this case, it would be 759, I went back to mid and I dropped it to about -1.7 decibels. Now onto the spatial effects. I added a D-Delay Plus with a timing of quarter beats, a feedback of 20%, a high pass of 50 Hz, a low pass of 3600 Hz, a dry of 100 obviously, a wet of 30 I think was appropriate for this song. I kept the volume the same, a 0 decibel increase, and I spreaded it 69% to give it more of a stereo sound. Finally, I added a little bit of reverb, only 30%, with a tone of 90 and a room size of 30%. But that is how you get Frank Ocean vocals on Bandlab. Again, if you like how this vocal preset sounded, make sure to download it by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. And if this tutorial has been helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more videos like this. Comment down below what other tutorials you want me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.